Hello and welcome back to the Invisible Man Show with me, Stephen. Hope you're all well. Again, another change of scenery. I'm in the back garden today. Not really out of choice. I was evicted from the Home Office. The missus is working there, and I've got the child running around the lounge and kitchen area. Plus, it's a very nice day out here in sunny Southside Manchester. So why not take the opportunity to sit outside? So what's going on? Busy day yesterday and into this morning with transfers out, potential transfers in, and potential people not going anywhere. So we're going to have a look through that. McAtee, Grealish, then move on to Savinho and Rodrygo. So I think we'll start with McAtee. But before that, if you can hit the like button, subscribe, and also comment below, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you. So James McAtee. I don't really rate him at all, to be quite frank with you. Yes, he crops up with the odd goal here and there for us, but the reality is he's not involved in games as much as he should be. I can't remember several times we've seen him after 20 minutes ago, goodness me, he's playing. I forgot he was on. The hat-trick scored against Salford. Hat-trick's a hat-trick, but, he didn't really impact the game much. His contract's running low, mid his 20s, early 20s. It's a good time to sell. I think his second loan at Sheffield United killed him really at City. He didn't really get in the team much. I don't think certainly have an impact in a team that was struggling in the division. They're one of the worst sides to be in the division from memory. So that didn't help him. There was rumours last week or the week before that City were looking for 40 million quid for him, which if that was true, that they're living in cloud cuckoo land, quite frankly. There's no chance you're getting that for him. He's not worth 42 million with 42 million pounds in his pocket, as far as I'm concerned. But 25 million or something like that, take the money. Thank you very much, James. Good luck, and see how it goes. But I think it is good money for him. Hopefully, he does well at Forest. If he does, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I don't have the fear that a lot have around he's the next Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer clearly had something when he was at City. This guy, whilst he might know where the net is on occasion, I don't think he has the same confidence that Palmer carries. I don't think he has the same creative ability and the same way to impact games that Cole Palmer has. So, draw a line under him, I think. Thank you very much. I'm sure we'll go on to have a decent enough career, but we're not Brighton, are we? We're not FC Porto. We're not Borussia Dortmund. The stated aim is to win the league and Champions League, and hanging on to like James McAtee, I don't think it's going to help that particular cause any more. So moving on, we've got Jack Grealish. He's gone to Everton now. Apparently, Everton are paying a substantial part of his wages. When you're on 300 grand a week, I suggest anything over 10% starts getting to the word substantial. So I wouldn't read too much into that. I've said a lot about Jack Grealish, so I'm not gonna labour the points much longer. But he was never really worth 100 million quid, was he? He certainly was never worth making him one of the highest earners at the club. But he was part of the treble. It does seem a long time ago now, but he hasn't really done anything in the last 2 years, and I can't think of any reason really to keep him hanging around. I think the transfer really from a City perspective is damage limitation. There isn't much of a market for him. Everton have come in. Let's hope he can do something there, and then see if someone does something in 12 months' time. I mean, there's an option for them to buy at 50 million, I believe, but I think again you're living in fantasy if you think Jack Grealish is going to be Everton going to pay 50 million quid for Jack this time next year. I can't see that at all. I expect he'll come back, maybe a 20 million quid token transfer to someone like Everton or West Ham if he does the business. And that's a big if, isn't it? Was he 30 this time next year? So he's not really done it, has he? Let's be honest. But thanks for the treble. But I don't see this Maradona type player that's ready to burst out of him as soon as Pep gets rid of him. So no, all the best. Thanks for the treble, and let's move on. And now we've got Savinho. Yesterday morning, linked with a move to Spurs. Today, saying they're not for sale. City consider the matter closed. Well, I'd suggest if Tottenham come with a bid of 60 million, that then the matter inkling from someone at City, whether that's City or Savio, that one or both parties are open to the move. But 45 million was never going to get him. So are we selling him 1 year too early? Maybe, because I do think he has something. But I can't get past his lack of goals. He's 1 goal in the Premier League. Good enough to play for a team that wants to be challenging for to Doku shortly. But Savio, he started bright last year, didn't he? Charity Shield. I think we take it. I think we take the 60 mil, and then you go on to say, right, we've got enough young players who might be good, might not be good. Oscar Bob, Savio, Doku. One goes, Savio goes, then you go, right, we need someone who is maybe not guaranteed, but experienced, knows where the net is, good quality finisher. And that's where Rodrygo for Real Madrid comes in. He was linked yesterday by Fabrizio Romano. So why hasn't he gone anywhere? I think maybe it's because City have worded him up, saying, "Listen, if we can get rid of one of these wingers, we're coming for you." And he's sat tight now for a couple of weeks left of the season. And I think it'll happen if Savio goes, and I think Savio will go. I don't think Brazilian international. He's won 2 Champions Leagues, probably a couple of leagues as well, and single-handedly knocked us out of the Champions League on the strength that Savio, which he might, and if he does, fair play to Spurs, fair play to Tottenham, fair play to him. But let them take the 60 million quid risk and let us get the 80 million pound. Because it's 100 million euros. That's about what's that about? It's about 86 million quid, isn't it? Which I think is a good price. You look at what Liverpool are paying for that McAtee and what United are paying for players. I think 80 million quid for this guy, who he didn't score many league goals last year, but he sets them up. He's versatile. Could play across the front three and behind the striker. I think, like I said, single-handedly knocked us out of the Champions League. Then you've got his quality finishing. The finishes he did to put us out. Savio isn't at that level yet, nowhere near. So let's upgrade that position. I think that's fair. I think if we upgrade that position, then that raises the floor of the team, as well as still having a high ceiling with likes of Shirky, Foden, and Bob in there. And I think that's good squad building. But what it does do, it leaves us with one too many non-homegrown players still. So which of the non-homegrown players can go or likely to go? Edison, probably not. But if he does go, he'd like to be replaced by a non-homegrown goalkeeper anyway. So that doesn't make a blind bit of difference, really. Inore not going anywhere. Diaz not going anywhere. Gvardiol not going anywhere. Nunez, maybe Uncle George might do us a favour and shift him, but he's not very good, is he? So I'm not sure there's going to be many takers for him. There's many rumours of him going, but for being a bargain and Borussia Dortmund defender, I think he's fallen off, and I think we should be looking to move him on. But it doesn't look like we are doing. So, Nico G, can he go? disappointed if he went. Well, they bought him 6 months ago for 60 million quid, and he looks all right as far as I'm concerned. I don't think bidding him off now is something we should be countenancing. Kovacic, I'd sell him tomorrow, but injured. Pep likes him. Big dough. Is he going to go? Probably not. Gundogan, I'd happily keep him around for a bit as long as he doesn't play often. So he's probably not going to go anywhere. Cherky almost not going to go anywhere. Not either. He better not go anywhere either. And that leaves us, I think, with Jeremy Doku, who is going into his third year. Hasn't really improved, I don't think, over the two. He is likely now, without what we've got left, to be basically a third or fourth choice player, really. You've got Mamouche, Rodrygo one side, you've got Cherky, you've got Foden, you've got Bob. I don't think Mamouche is going to stick around on the strength. Sorry, Bob should be sticking around on the strength of we might be short in January when Mamouche goes to the AFCON. I don't see it. And also from his perspective as well, he'd be looking to get in the Belgian World Cup squad. Can he do that? Playing a super sub role at City, or just a sub role? Super would be a plus. Sub role at City, I'm not sure he can. If he can, he can. And he's happy to stay. I would look to sell Doku. I don't think he's pretty much value for money. I don't think he's productive anywhere near enough. And you can't have a winger who doesn't support your main striker. Your main striker's signed a 10-year contract. It'll be for the next 9.5 years. And Doku, over the last 2, has assisted him once. Now, that just can't be right, can it? That can't be right. That you're in a position where your winger doesn't pass to the striker in a goal-scoring position. I'm sure Haller must have missed 1 or 2. But generally speaking, it's a numbers game, isn't it? I think in the winter this time last year. So yeah, I think Doku. I'm not too concerned with that aspect, but also the team. I don't think we can have, unless he wants to be sub and take it from there. But in my view, I think Doku's been here probably long enough, and I think it's time that we draw a line under his City career for the reasons that I've just outlined. But I appreciate, not everyone thinks that. There might be some controversy. I hope not, because it's not. I don't try to be controversial. It's just my eye test and adding up, homegrown players and non-homegrown players, and I don't rate particularly highly. So Doku out, Savinho out, Rodrygo in, McAtee out, Grealish out. I think that's it. I expect Savinho, if he's going, to be gone by the end of this week, and Rodrygo to make his home debut at home to Spurs. That's my predictions for this. I expect the next video to be Thursday or Friday, which will be a preview of the Wolves game. I was going to do a squad health video this week, but given the incomings and outgoings that seem to be happening, I think that could probably wait till the transfer window shuts. But hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Thank you. Appreciate it.